Hello, hello, hello. Hi, friends. I mean, family. It's your cousin Sheri. We never talk. Come on. Our parents are siblings. We need to talk more. I thought I'd give you the Q posts today. Looks like there's about 6. Quite a few. Kind of exciting. Okay. And the first Q post, that's number 3460. Is just a link, and it is a link to a Fox News article, and the article says Trump says Mueller shouldn't testify, warns hearing will backfire. Okay, so President Trump argued Monday that Robert Mueller should not be given the chance to testify before Congress later this week, warning that the former special counsel's highly anticipated hearing appearance could be bad for him and for Democrats in the end. I wish I could do a good Trump impression. Highly conflicted Robert Mueller should not be given another bite at that apple. In the end, it will be bad for him and the phony Democrats in Congress who've done nothing but waste time on this ridiculous witch hunt, Trump tweeted. Result of the Mueller report: no collusion, no obstruction. And that was in a Donald Trump tweet. Mueller is slated to appear before both House Judiciary Committee and the House Intelligence Committee on Wednesday for back-to-back public hearings. Later, lawmakers are expected to interview Mueller's staff behind closed doors, but it's unclear whether Mueller himself will continue to answer questions in a private setting. Probably not. Nadler.
Substantial evidence. President Trump guilty of high crimes and misdemeanors contained in Mueller report.
Mueller only spoke in public about his investigation once. In May, Mueller hosted a press conference. He did not take any reporter questions, outlining his findings, noting there was not sufficient evidence to charge a conspiracy over whether members of the Trump campaign coordinated with the Russian government during the 2016 presidential election. His language on the question of whether the president obstructed justice, though, left the issue open, a move that Democrats took as a signal to ramp up their investigations. Fox News learned last week that Democrats on the Judiciary and Intelligence Committees are expected to focus on 5 areas in Mueller's report having to do with his inquiry on obstruction rather than on accusations of the Trump campaign colluding with the Russians in an attempt to expose potential wrongdoing by the president. Among the topics they're expected to focus on: Trump's reported call to then White House counsel John McGahn to fire Mueller, the claim the president ordered McGahn to deny he told him to try to get rid of Mueller, allegations the president told former campaign manager Corey Lewandowski to instruct then Attorney General Jeff Sessions to curb the probe, the dangling of pardons to former campaign manager Paul Manafort, and allegations of witness tampering, including with Manafort. Boy, they don't really know anything, do they? The Mueller report presents very substantial evidence that the president is guilty of high crimes and misdemeanors, and we have to present, or let Mueller present, those facts to the American people and see where we go from here. House Judiciary Chairman Gerald Nadler said on Fox News Sunday, I'm surprised they let him on there, because the administration must be held accountable and no president can be above the law. That's like talking point number 20. Mueller, though, has signaled his reluctance to testify before Congress. There's been a discussion about an appearance before Congress. Any testimony from the office would not go beyond our report. It contains our findings and analysis and the reasons for the decisions we made. We chose those words carefully, and the word speaks for itself. Yeah, right. It says guilty until proven innocent. Okay. Still, Nadler and House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff, Shifty, subpoenaed the former special counsel to testify. Gosh, I hope the Republicans get to ask some questions. Trump on Monday, though, proposed certain questions be asked of Mueller, including how the Russia investigation began. But the question should be asked, why were all of Clinton's people given immunity? And why were the text messages of Peter Strzok and his lover Lisa Page deleted and destroyed right after they left Mueller? And after we requested them? This is illegal, Trump tweeted Monday. He's so funny. Then they have two of Trump's tweets here. Highly conflicted, Robert Mueller should not be given another bite at the apple. In the end, it will be bad for him and the phony Democrats in Congress who have done nothing but waste time on this ridiculous witch hunt. Oh my God. Results of the Mueller report, no collusion, no obstruction. And the next tweet, but the questions should be asked, why were all of Clinton's people given immunity? Okay, I just said that. Okay. The president was referring to the FBI's deal to give immunity to those implicated in the Bureau's investigation of Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server and handling of the classified information while Secretary of State during the Obama administration. Gosh, I can't talk tonight. The president was also referring to former FBI Special Agents I can't speak, gosh. FBI Special Agent Peter Strzok and former FBI counsel Lisa Page, both of whom served in Mueller's office during the early stages of the Russia investigation. Page left Mueller's office during the summer of 2017 after a short detail and returned to the FBI. Strzok, though, was removed from Mueller's team and reassigned to the Bureau's Human Resources Division after the Justice Department Inspector General discovered a series of anti-Trump and politically charged text messages exchanged by Strzok and Page. Page resigned from her post in May 2018, and Strzok was fired from the Bureau in August 2018. Dems plot strategy for grilling Mueller ahead of highly anticipated testimony. The president and congressional Republicans have been asking questions about Strzok and Page and how the Russia investigation began for months. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Lindsey Graham vowed in March to probe against the origins of the investigation, and Attorney General Bill Barr appointed U.S. Attorney from Connecticut John Durham to examine the origins of the probe, including all intelligence collection activities related to the Trump campaign during the 2016 presidential election, alleged misconduct, and alleged improper government surveillance. That's my man, Connecticut. Yeah. Okay. But Nadler said he isn't worried about Republicans asking questions of Mueller about the origins of the probe and claimed they'd only be wasting their time. He's a weeble. It's been very clear that the Trump investigation was not predicated on the so-called dossier that they're talking about. There was nothing wrong with the FISA application. All things they're talking about have been gone through. The Inspector General found that there was nothing wrong with the other half of what they're talking about, which is the Hillary Clinton investigation. He's finishing it. Wow, way to poo-poo it. And there's so much to it. If they want to debate or discuss, I should say, this irrelevancy, let them waste their time. But what's before the American people now is the conduct of the president. And what Mueller found about the conduct of the president is and where we go from here. Ugh. I hate that guy. Okay. And so we go back to the Q drops, and okay, so that was the Mueller one. I mean the Nadler one. Okay. So post 3461 is video of a stealth bomber flying over the National Mall in Washington. It's a Twitter post from someone named John Henry WUSA. So if you want to go over to Twitter and watch that, that'd be cool. The next post is 3462, and it says, it's a picture of a tweet by Alex Wayne, and says, news, the U.S. Army is engaged in a mysterious operation around Washington, D.C. And there's a picture of a couple of, well, let's go to the Twitter post. Let's see. This is Alex Wayne Twitter post. Army lets it slip that it's conducting a secret operation around D.C. The Pentagon has revealed a few details about a secret Army mission that has Black Hawk helicopters flying missions over the Washington, D.C. area, backed by, well, I guess we're going to go to this article. It's in Bloomberg. It says, backed by active duty and reserve soldiers. The mysterious classified operation was disclosed when the Army asked Congress for approval to shift funds to provide an extra $1.55 million for aircraft maintenance, air crews, and travel in support of an emerging classified flight mission. It's part of a $2.5 billion request this month to reprogram funds in the current fiscal year's budget to programs considered high priorities. Without additional funding, the Army will not be able to perform this classified mission, the Defense Department said. Soldiers from an assault helicopter company and aviation maintenance units will be supporting the mission with 10 UH-60s and maintenance capabilities for 4 months, according to the document referring to the Blackhawks. The money will also pay for a specialized sensitive compartmented information facility, a SCIF, at Davison Army Airfield at Fort Belvoir, Virginia, just outside Washington. Army spokesman Wayne Hall declined in an email to comment on some possibilities, including whether or not the mission involved protecting the White House or other federal buildings, and whether it's making use of specialized commando units of the Pentagon's Joint Special Operations of Command, which includes the Army's Delta Unit and the Navy's SEAL Team 6. Hall said the operation began early in the fiscal year, which started October 1st, and the duration of the mission is undetermined. What are they showing people in SCIFs? That's exciting. Okay, we'll go back to the Q posts, and we've got 3 more. The first one is a picture of the Chan board, the 8chan board, and it simply says Ezra Cohen-Watnick. And we've heard that name quite a bit before. I guess this is an indication of what he's been doing behind the scenes, and his name will probably be coming into the news. Now the next is a Twitter post from Kevin Shipp, and he's an ex-CIA. It says, "Dark to light, hunters become the hunted. This is not another 4-year election." So we'll go to Kevin Shipp's post. And, it's a picture of a Madonna video and Maria Abramovich's birthday cake in the shape of a human, or it's a cake in the shape of a human, and it's a picture from a spirit cooking dinner. It says, pedophilia, child trafficking, Satan worship, bloodletting of children in plain view. But I say to you, the rest who are in Thyatira, who do not hold this teaching, who have not known the deep things of Satan, as they call them, I place no other burden on you. And that's from Revelation 2:24. Okay, so I guess he's Q's calling attention to it, and he's bringing it out that there's some really dark things that are going to be exposed, and I think it's going to come together fairly soon with the Jeffrey Epstein. In my opinion, him being the keystone and the keystone being the island, is that they're going to link Jeffrey Epstein's temple to ancient Babylonian death cults, and then you can look and see the flight records and see all of the famous Hollywood people that have gone to the island, and I think that really gives a lot to the argument that these people worship Satan, or they worship some other entity, an evil dark entity, and it will become very obvious when people put together collections of pictures and all of this evidence, this stuff they've been putting out there, and we just kind of think it's, I don't know, in style to talk about Satan. I wore my Metallica shirt with Satan on it because of this post. I mean, it's always been out there. They're putting it out there, but I don't know, maybe some of us just thought it was art. Okay, we'll go back to the Q drops. And the next post is 3465, and it just says, where we go one, we go all, we the people. And this is, I believe, a Twitter post. Yes. It is a post, looks like it was on Fox News, and it's from I'm a TXT Trump girl. That's the name, that's the Twitter profile. And the girl's got a big old bouncy Q on her red t-shirt. So looks like they're starting to ease it out there. I haven't heard anybody ask the question yet. I did see a tweet somewhere where, I'm not sure if they asked it of Trump, but it was out there. So I can't wait to hear him respond to that and what he has to say, if he's Q, if he in fact is Q plus or Q, or what he says. So that's it. That's the Q post for today. It was great spending time with you. I'm so happy you spent a little time with your cousin today. Feels good. And I will be back later with another Q-related article regarding Epstein Island, a thread that shows you the link, the architectural style that the temple came from, and how relevant that is, and what's going to be coming up in the news to come. So, we'll see you later. Thanks for listening. Oh, and like and subscribe and all that stuff, because once I get enough subscribers, then I'm going to go all out and produce, That'll be cool.